Yeah, if you think about it, like whenever you're able to have somebody that's brilliant when it comes to entrepreneurship, business, and also has a PR, just even has like an interesting personality, what that can actually do for a business. Obviously, you need to back it up. He's a brilliant businessman. He's a brilliant guy in general. I mean, he spends time reading thicker textbooks than probably
Oh,
like this.
absolutely.
He's actually doing the real work. But also, he's very smart and he's a personality in and of itself.
Mhm.
And what that could do, even with like Solar City, one of the partner companies that Tesla acquired, which I think he helped fund through his
Mhm.
cousin.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, what CEO, like what can the CEO of that company, I don't think it's him, can do to even raise more awareness to the solar panels, or like how can you use that in your business to be a little more outrageous? We were talking about PR and publicity stunts and how
Mhm.
I forgot his name. It's a documentary, I think it's called Supermention.
Yep.
I wish I had the guy's name, but he was like a PR specialist back in the day for a lot of musicians over the years, like decades. And one of his first clients was Alice Cooper, and they were going to London, I think it was, a city that they hadn't had too much traction, and they were just making their break into this market. And they were short on ticket sales. They had like 40% sold to this massive arena for Alice Cooper. So they put some crazy billboard together on the side of this truck, and I forgot what it was, something Alice Cooper outrageous, and broke it down in the center of London's most busiest street, practically like threw a wrench in the engine kind of situation where they could not move this truck.
Mhm.
Broke it down, and the cover said something like that, like this is the concert that your parents don't want you to go to, which is like typical like
Yeah.
rebellion, Alice
Back in the
Cooper
60s,
style.
70s,
And then
that's a
they
thing.
sold it out within the next like hour or 2 hours. It's like,
Amazing.
how do you think outside of the box like that? Are they going to teach you that in a university? But it's like a level of like awareness and also brilliance of how to, like start a conversation and actually be entertaining.
Yeah.
There's ways to growth hack it. There's ways to get PR. There's ways to pay for it. There's ways to go around it. There's ways to bust your ass trying to get an authorship. All these are great. All these are tactics. All these are things that we can speak about. All these things that we can teach about. But
Can you do
can
it?
you be a little ridiculous and like stick with it and know who you are and be a little outrageous in that way?
Mhm.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's something to think back on. I think people forget about the power of in-person publicity of like, oh, I gotta go global on this certain thing. But if I was to go back to Huntington, West Virginia, and give away $10,000 to plant 10,000 trees, that's massive. Like that's not only amazing in that in and of itself that more trees the better, but that is on like a marketing aspect and
It
tribe
would
building and
get
community building and conversation building.
You would get over $10,000 of value back from it.
I would
immediately.
rather have these 1,000 new like I'd rather be seen by 50,000 people in this way and have 1,000 people that are always going to be like, yeah, like put like shout your name from the rooftops
Mhm.
that way, as opposed to seeing like generically by like a meme that says it's 5 o'clock somewhere, which is always my typical like reference
Yeah.
by a million people. It's like, how do we
Totally.
think outside of the box this way? And social media and this online place isn't always the answer. It's like, how can we think the Richard Branson style?
Well,
of
I
how to
believe
do
that that's
PR?
our challenge now.